Welcome back to episode 2 of bringing this abandoned Turbo Civic back to life. I recently picked up this Turbo Civic EK hatchback with the help from our friends over at PLM, and I don't think I realized what I was getting myself into at the time. You hear about the Turbo Civic, but when you actually get to experience it, it is another level of fun. For instance, here's the videos from the listing that I saw. But it did not prepare me for this. You can tell it's a beast from the videos, but driving it myself was amazing.
Holy crap! Holy crap! This thing definitely makes 400. Holy crap!
So we had our fun driving it, but now it is time to start working on this thing and bring it back to its former glory. We cleaned it up, removed all the junk from the interior, fixed the loose seats, replaced missing trims, removed a bunch of stickers and residue off the windows, including Gary the Golden, never forget. But in between transferring this car from my old shop to Dave's shop, when I was driving, I felt something that felt like a boost leak. Unfortunately, it wasn't a boost leak, and the car sat for a few weeks. But we got this car unwrapped. I'm motivated, I'm excited, and we're gonna bring this car over to Dave's shop. If there's anyone that can get this car fixed, it is Dave at Mr. Honditas. He's gonna help us get it back on the road, get this car in tip-top performance. No more moping around, let's get to work.
It's really dead. Yeah, baby. Needs a little bit of love. There we go. I'm gonna hold it at idle here for a little bit, let it get warm, and then once she's warm, I can let off the gas, but for now, I gotta hold the idle. We're gonna bring this over to Dave's shop now and get this thing all cleaned up and sorted, and yeah, get this thing started. Well, that was a event and a half. Car made it to Dave's shop though. We're here, and hopefully we can get started working on this thing sooner than later. But made it back to the shop here, and yes, the progression will hopefully move a lot faster now. Sorry for the delays on this video, but like I said, this thing kind of went through the ringer a little bit, and wasn't expecting that. So let's jump on to the next thing. So the car is in here in the shop, and before we get a little bit more wrenching done, just wanted to remind you guys that PLM is currently running their 1,000 horsepower Honda Civic EK hatchback giveaway. That thing is an absolute monster. So make sure you go check it out. Every dollar you spend is one entry, and the link is down below. Stay tuned for this one. Gonna be a giveaway when we're done with it. So a lot of exciting stuff going on over here. Huge shout out again to PLM for helping us out with this build, and hopefully we can get this thing on the road sooner than later. But make sure to click that link down below. Use that link because that helps us and puts the money in our pocket to then fix this one up. So if you don't win that one, you can win this one. and you got 2 chances to win a really sick high horsepower Honda Civic hatchback either way. So go check it out, link down below. Let's jump back to it. This is not one of the episodes where we get a ton of work done on the car, but every single episode I want to stop myself from, you know, being a perfectionist and making sure that there's a ton of work done in every single episode. We're gonna see a little bit of that shifting here on the channel going into 2026, a little bit more vlog style and kind of just hanging out together, because every single episode cannot always be all the work getting done. So with that out of the way, we got the car here over at the shop with Dave, and we're gonna start looking into it a little bit more. But so far, what we've come up with is, unfortunately, the turbocharger has pretty much blown, right? Would you say turbo's pretty much shot?
Yeah, it's got, you can hear it. You start it up and hear it, you'll hear the chattering and play. You can even see it play in the fan wheel here.
Yeah, so he's saying there's a bunch of chatter and a bunch of play on the turbo, which I will show you guys what that looks like right now. Let me get this turbo guard off and show you the issue with the turbo. That is our first issue. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, that's done.
It's done, right?
Yeah, it's got a lot of play.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have no play.
You can hear it, listen. Well, there is what? There's clearance for a little bit of play, right? Like there's allowance.
Yeah, but not
that much.
Yeah, you can like it's wild. Like
Yeah, wait, do that again. Yeah. Here. Oh my gosh. See, the blades are like chopped up. Look on the camera.
Yeah.
You see those blades? Look at that.
Yeah, it's probably where they're hitting. They're getting
Oh
stuck
my
on the
God.
housing when it's spooling.
That is
That's
insane.
That's where you're.
So this turbo is no good, and unfortunately, the owner that sold us this car had said that he put a brand new turbo in here. Does that look brand new to you? No. So I went back and forth with that guy. He was playing games. He was being a bit childish, so I'm not gonna put his info or anything like that out there, but kind of got scammed on this car. Kind of sucks, but hey, that's Facebook Marketplace for you. So he also took that nice front, I think it was a SIR front bumper. He took that and didn't say it, because I had, you know, Dave's crew head out and pick this car up for me, and the guy, you know, everyone wasn't on the same page, and the guy pretty much started taking parts off the car, and yeah, this is what I got left up with. He said, "Oh, I gave you a deal on it," so I started taking parts off the car. That is absolutely not how anything works in this world, but whatever, that's pretty much on me. But just to be aware on Facebook, make sure you guys do your due diligence and don't make a mistake like I did. But that being said, turbo will be on order pretty soon. I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't think I can go with a precision for this one. Those are about $1,000, maybe more or less, but hopefully we can. Hopefully we can do precision and just replace it with what it's in there. But we might do a ling long. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that out. The other thing that we're dealing with is a dying battery. It has a parasitic draw from somewhere. So I'm gonna try to do a little bit of diagnostics on what's going on with that, because I haven't had time to even look at that. That's another big reason why the car is not making as much progress as I'd hope, but it's time to start digging into that. Let's see if we can get a little bit of diagnostics done with the help from our friends over at ChatGPT. Not sponsored, but I want to hook up with Chet, and hopefully he can help me kind of diagnose some of this stuff. If my 5-minute diagnostic fails, and we don't get anything sorted on this car right now, in this episode, Dave will be taking over and pretty much revamping this thing. So make sure you guys click that link down below if you have any automotive performance or maintenance needs or any kind of upgrades or, you know, repairs that you need. Click that link down below, book in here, and you'll be able to see me and Dave and see maybe some other parts of the crew, and we'll work on the car, get you guys sorted. So the link down below is the one to reach out to the shop here and Mr. Honditas, and he can get you guys sorted with whatever you need. So in the meantime, let's do a little bit more diagnostic on this parasitic draw, see if we can't find something out. Bring this thing over. So we did a quick test on the parasitic draw. It looks like the car might not have a parasitic draw. So we're gonna test the alternator now and see if that does anything. Basically what we did was put it on 10 amp on the both terminals, positive and negative, and looked up the spec. It should have been in between 0.01 and 0.03, and it was 0.02. So parasitic draw I think is okay, but the next step, we got to turn the car on, and this thing has an alternator checker tester on this battery jump pack. So we're gonna see if the alternator tests bad or not, and then we can go from there. Unfortunately, this thing takes about 1.5 years to start up and idle properly, and I gotta feather the gas for like 30 seconds to a minute. So let's try that. Like that, started up first go. We've never done that. I just think it's in here and it's warm. Check this out. Click the alternator check button. It says alternator good. So, I don't know. So we tested the battery. It charged up. It was reading 14.2 when it was running, and then it dropped back down after the car was off to 12. It was up to 12.4. Then after like 10 minutes, it dropped to 12.3. So we're gonna test it tomorrow, and it could just be the battery, because I think the parasitic draw I was wrong about. I think it's just the battery, and sometimes you get these cheaper batteries and they sit for a while and they're not fully charged up. So that's it for today's episode. We will update you guys in episode 3, the progress that we made on this car. Sorry for a shorter one and not as much drama and fun, but we ran into a couple headaches with this car. So I wanted to get a video out there, give you guys an update. Once again, make sure to drop in and check out the link down below for PLM's 1,000 horsepower Honda Civic EK hatchback. And when we get to a good point with this car, we will open up this giveaway as well. So stay tuned, stay excited. Hopefully we can get this thing back on the road sooner than later, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Drop a like, comment, subscribe. Peace.